Hi Christopher, this will be some brief video feedback for you, mostly on the print ad, but you're going to be using the same ingredients for your web banner. So you can apply, I think, some of the criticism to that as well. But anyway, I'm glad you got this in. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions or need help. Nice to meet you. Christopher, when I attempt to open up your file in Illustrator, I get these warnings that the images are missing. This means that they've been linked and not embedded. So it's really important to know the difference on how to do that. So I'm just going to click through these just to get a better idea of, that isn't you, is it? Okay, let me go through this again. And I may have these images somewhere, but you know, if you send this to a service bureau, they may not. Now, the difference between embedding and linking, if you link an image, it comes out as there's an X in the picture box, okay? Embedding is a little different. So let me show you how to do that. I'm going to move this up here. Oops, I am in Illustrator. I just wanted to show you what that looks like. So I'm going to go File, Place, and that's going to prompt me, you know, to look around for something. I'm just going to use somebody else's image. I think I know what I've got there. Actually, it really doesn't matter. I'm just going to pick I don't know if this is a picture of a mural. Now, here's the important thing. Down here, make sure that this link is not checked. Okay. By default, it is. Once you uncheck it, it'll embed images from there on. So just make sure that this is not checked, and then you go ahead and say Place. And watch, when I place it, there it is in its entirety, and there's no X through the box. So that's how you know that you have embedded it rather than linked. Be careful, you know, when you scale these things down, make sure that you hold the Shift key and when you reduce them, otherwise you'll distort them. You don't want to squash them, and this is true of the logo also. Now, with respect to the logo, and you may have resolved this, I think, in your final, because I see the PNG that you posted in the discussion board has everything in it. But just know that in Illustrator, it's really easy to place the logo, and that you open up the style guide, which I have around here somewhere. Here's the style guide. You can use any of these select tools to get what you want. I've selected the logo, copy it to the clipboard, and then back to your ad, where I can create a layer. I see you've done that. I think with some hesitation, I'll just put it on the layer 3. It's always wise to label your layers. And so there you go. So two things. You can open up the PDF of the style guide to get what you need out of it, and make sure that you embed images. Okay, so back to your original intent. So here's your final, and this is what I'll grade the previous assignments by. I see that you have this competent silhouette of the parasailers, and how nice that you've got these. It's very convincing because you've cut out these negative spaces and let the background show through. So I like your slogan too. Perhaps there's something you could do to make these lines a little bit more the same length. Perhaps break it after parasailing, break it after A, and then have this as a 2-word. So be careful, or not be careful, but be sensitive to the shapes you're making with type. I like the asymmetrical flush left, rag right composition. It's real clean and simple. Don't know, you know, perhaps this logo, if you're going to use the gray box version of it, could bleed off the top. Be careful about margins, of course. Be careful that type doesn't come too close to the edge, because as a magazine, it will be trimmed, and you want to be careful about not trimming off type. So nice. I like your ingredients. It fulfills all the rubric requirements and then some, and I think you're on your way to a clean, professional ad. Take a look at other, travel and leisure style advertising. maybe you'll get some hints from that as well. So anyway, good job. I look forward to seeing how this translates into a web banner.